Hi guys, thanks for joining me. This is your weekly horoscope. I'm sorry there wasn't a horoscope last week, but I had a cold last week, so I wasn't able to do it. But the funny thing that happened with that was I still did some of the dailies. I did them as the weekend and half weekly, and you could hear in those videos that I had a cold, so my voice was all stuffy and blocked up and stuff. And on my website, you can order personal readings with me for horoscopes and for tarot readings and things. But there's also an option to order urgent readings to have it done within 48 hours, like immediately. And I got loads and loads of those, and I was wondering, why am I getting all these urgent reading requests? And I think people just thought, let's get him quick before he dies so we could still speak to him. It was really like anyway, I am back to feeling good, so everything is back on track now. So this is your weekly horoscope for Monday the 23rd of January, going through until Sunday the 29th of January. And on Monday the 23rd, we've got a Sagittarius moon squaring a lot of these other planets. So it squares Neptune, Venus, and Chiron, and they're all in Pisces. And on Monday, you're really going to have the desire to push your feelings away and to ignore your own feelings. And to do things deliberately despite the way it may feel. So you're being very contradictory within yourself, and you're being very awkward in terms of saying, these are the feelings, I don't want to hear that, and I'm going to get rid of it, and I'm going to do something else anyway. And the thing, when I was writing this up, the thing that reminded me was Carrie Fisher, who passed away recently at the end of December, which was so sad. I loved her. I read her books, and she was just amazing to me. And she always said, I know when I'm starting to get depressed when I wake up in the mental hospital. You know, the point being that these things sneak up on you and you don't always notice. And certainly on Monday, there's a deliberate there's a deliberate kind of hand to the emotional side of things. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know about it. I just want to get on with things. So this is kind of the backlash to that full moon in Cancer that we had, which was all about the emotions. And now we're going the other way and we're saying, I don't want to feel anything for a little bit. On Tuesday the 24th, the moon goes into Capricorn in the evening, and Venus conjuncts Chiron, and both of those are in Pisces. So Tuesday is, again, work and taking practical action is valued far more than delving into the emotional side of things. So, if you're someone who's trying to manipulate someone emotionally to get what it is you want, you're out of luck, because the emotional side of stuff, Monday, Tuesday, most people are not going to be particularly interested, okay? So if you need to make an emotional appeal to someone, don't do it on Monday or Tuesday, because you're not going to get much of a response. The things that are going to be valued Monday, Tuesday are work, money, facts, figures, practical circumstances, things that are in black and white. It's kind of tough and it's kind of practical. Wednesday, 25th of January, we've got this Capricorn moon now conjuncting Mercury in Capricorn, and this is like any bureaucrat's dream day. Okay, so it's a wonderful day for work things and for officialdom and bureaucracy and red tape, and even for you, because we all have to engage with this kind of stuff like taxes and registrations and contracts, purchases, registrations. All of those things will be done like that, rather than taking hours and hours and hours. So if you do have something like that you need to do, if you have to do your car tax, if you have to register your insurance or whatever it is, then try and do it on Wednesday the 25th of January, because rather than it taking up the whole day, it'll be done quick. So that's a great day for that. Thursday the 26th, we've got Capricorn, the moon being now in Capricorn. It sextiles Chiron, Venus, and Mars. And this is a wonderful day now where there's total balance between the emotional and the physical. So it's really important, and we've got a day like this coming up at the end of the week as well. It's very important to listen to your guidance. It's going to give you messages. It's going to tell you what's going on, what you value, what's important, and then you will have the practical know-how to actually go about doing those things and implementing those. So this week, Thursday and Sunday are those 2 days where there's perfect balance between the inner world and the outer world, and you're like a medium in a sense. You can navigate what feels right, what doesn't feel right, and then you can make changes, and you can trust your own judgment very, very, your own intuition is going to be spot on. You know, sometimes you know that you're right and you have no idea why. I There's certain things where you just know, and you don't have proof, it's just intuitive, but you don't question it and you know it's right and it happens just as you predicted and it just works. So Thursday, Sunday, if you're someone who works as an intuitive or a medium or something like that, you're going to be spot on. Let's see, what else? Friday, we've got the moon going into Aquarius and Mars going into Aries. So we've got a big change of energy here. The moon in Aquarius is very responsible. It's very humanitarian. It's thinking about other people and what their needs are. And it's good. It's good and fair and humane. Okay. So this is really nice for all of us, I think, because the way things have been politically, a lot of people have been very upset and very worried about what the future may hold, but this brings renewed hope. Mars is drive, energy, and thank goodness it comes out of Pisces, which has been responsible for all this emotional kind of navel gazing which we've been experiencing. And it goes into Aries, and Mars rules Aries. So it loves being in Aries. It's all systems go, the pace picks up, things get much quicker now, and the year really starts to get going. So there is renewed hope, especially politically and personally for your own life. You realize and you start to understand and believe again that things can be done. You don't have to listen to everyone else's opinion. You don't have to listen to the naysayers or people, for instance, who say, well, you can't start a business, the economy is terrible, and all businesses fail, and there's no hope, and you can't do it. You don't need to go there anymore, okay? You listen to you listen to what feels right. You're being guided here Thursday, now Friday. You've got the hope to go along with that. Do the things that you want to do. And don't pay so much attention to the negative things. You know, if we listen to that, there's so much choice of negativity in the world. We've got thousands of different things that we can choose from, whether it's religion or relatives or whatever. You can always pick up negativity like that. It's the positivity that's quiet and that you have to look for. So focus on the positivity and really make a clear boundary here in this week and say, I will not listen to anything that brings me down or makes me feel less than or makes me feel inadequate or anything. I'm just not going to do it. I am not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to tolerate intolerance. Yes. Now, Saturday, the 28th of January, we've got the moon still in Aquarius, but we've actually got a new moon in Aquarius happening at 8 minutes past midnight. So there's a separate video on that. Have a look at that if you want to get in-depth information about what this new moon is all about. And also on Saturday the 28th, we've got the Chinese New Year, and this is the new year of the fire rooster. Now, I'm certainly no expert when it comes to Chinese astrology, but I've had a little bit of a read about it. And the fire rooster has to do with loyalty and commitment and hard work, progress, action, and even family values. So it seems to be kind of a mix between Cancer and Capricorn in Western astrology. So it's really about moving things forward personally and politically. So it's very similar kind of to the week that we're having, which is hopeful, which is about being focused on working, making good things happen in your own life, taking responsibility, all of those things. So Saturday is all about new beginnings, looking at the greater good for yourself and for the people around you. There's an energy of responsibility and sensibility floating around. So it's really kind of down to earth and grounded and good and fair. Sunday the 29th, we've got the moon going into Pisces at 11 minutes past 4 in the afternoon, and we've got Mercury in Capricorn conjuncting Pluto in Capricorn. So again, this is a day like Thursday where there's balance and harmony between the emotional and the physical selves. So it's important to listen to the inner guidance and to ask what it wants you to do, what steps it wants you to take, how you should put in the legwork. It'll be really, really useful in terms of what you're trying to build this year. So it looks like a very constructive week. It looks like you can get a lot done. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Have a look at the daily tarot readings, these weekly horoscopes, the monthly horoscopes that I do as well, which I do for each sign of the zodiac. So if you're a Cancer or a Leo or a Capricorn, then there's specific information there for you. Have a fantastic week, and I'll speak to you soon. What feels comfortable, and Libra is about being able to create positive, harmonious relationships and building a bridge between you and other people. If you're single, you